Freedom, oh, freedom. Good afternoon. Now, where should I start? You know, when Mr. Garrison asked me to come here and speak to y'all today, I thought something might be wrong with his head. What do I got to say? Somebody might won't hear. So I asked him, oh, what I gonna say? What I gonna tell them? And he said, oh, just tell them about your life, Harriet, about your journey to freedom. Now, who in the world won't know something about my miserable life? Well, I said, we go see. Now, what kind of place is named Bucktown? Has any of y'all even ever heard of Bucktown? About some of the things that went on there? I ain't figured you had. Well, Bucktown's on the eastern shore of Maryland, Dorchester County, near Cambridge. I was born in Bucktown. 1825. Of course, most folks today say it was 1822, but anyhow, I was born on the plantation of Edward Brodus. Mom and Daddy, they slaves died. Folk don't know much about me. Most they knows is I was a conductor on the Underground Railroad and I freed a lot of slaves. Now, I ain't surprised they don't know too much more, because ain't nobody learning. Slaves couldn't read and write, ain't get no schooling. So they just learned by listening to what other folks said, just like I learned by listening to the stories Mom and Daddy tell me about Negroes and other places and what they's doing. Then I used to eardrop sometimes on Massa when he's talking his business. Now, Mom and Daddy, they's born slaves. And when I was born, Mama named me Araminta. Now, that's a name she done had when she's working up the beat house. She had some of the ladies up there talking about names for the babies, you know. And she had one of them say, now, Araminta, that means defender. That's a name I'd never name one of my babies. So now, Mama heard the name and she liked it. Now, Daddy, he want me to be named Harriet after Mama, but she said no. She gonna name me Araminta. That way, I'd grow up, be able to defend myself against all that horrible stuff I'm gonna come up against in slavery. See, Mama thought a child's name had whole lots to do with what they gonna be when they growed up. To her, a name was everything. Now, I ain't got to tell y'all who won that argument. Mama's whole name was Harriet Green Ross, but she went by the nickname of Rit. And Lord, did she have a mouth on her. She didn't take no stuff off nobody. I used to hear her sometimes getting masterpiece of mine. She said, you work so sun up, sundown, ought to be shame of yourself. Working us to death like that. Now, Master, he ain't say nothing to her, just sitting there, lay her talk. I reckon that's where I gets my sense in mouth from.